of Welsh snooker and Welsh players at the Crucible. It's rather shocking that they might not have any interest whatsoever, apart from a referee, after day 5. Ray Reardon, Doug Mountjoy, Terry Griffiths, Mark Williams, Matthew Stevens. They've all contributed so much to Crucible folklore, and yet if Ryan Day doesn't win this evening, that's it.
Yes, and one of the best potters of them all, Cliff Wilson. What an outstanding potter he was. But as the boys were saying, Ryan Day, he needs a good start. So he's under pressure.
Cliff Wilson's got a Crucible record, you know, jointly with Rex Williams. The man who's played the most matches at the Crucible without winning one. 8.
Well, you see, I didn't know that, but that double kiss from Ryan Day has left Xiao Guodong this early chance, and if he can make the most of this and punish and inflict more pressure on Ryan Day.
Thank you. 1. Seven. Eight.
The red's above the black. If he could take the second one above the black first. Well, didn't play for it, but I was going to say there's 3 reds above the black. If you could take the furthest one first and then come down for the red just above and to the right of the black, you may be able to develop it. At the moment, just
14.
Early nerves, maybe didn't play for them reds, but he's got the chance here. If he could finish on the red just to the right of the black, I think the black may go to the left corner. And he's on it. He's on it nicely.
19.
So if the black goes, he's in business. Especially if it respots. And that's what he's checking now. Just to see if the black will respot and the red next to it will go.
Well,
he's left the angle on the black to be able to nudge the red away. Well, what a confident shot that was. But can he get back
27.
to the black? It only goes into the left pocket. Pinched a little bit on the pocket
28.
to try and get the right side of the blue. But he's the wrong side of the blue. Had it been the right side of it, you'd have fancied him to win the frame.
So often in this championship already we've seen players build very healthy leads after the first session, 6-3, 7-2, and find it troublesome to get over the line, or at least encounter stubborn resistance in the second session. Xiao's hoping that this might be plain sailing, although I do have my doubts, because
33.
as Jimmy White said in the preamble, if Ryan Day gets into top gear, he looks $1 million.
Yeah, certainly a top 16 player, Ryan Day. But you've got to be at the table. And if the other guy's doing the scoring, this is a big shot, this. Well, he was there a long time. He was down on the shot a long time there and didn't try and pull it back for the blue. Now, does the red to the right of the pink, does that go into that right corner pocket? Well, that's what he's played for. And another big shot. Well, he could play the red to the left corner as well.
39.
And there's less pressure on that one. Oh, that's another good recovery. And that releases another red.
40.
He's got the angle on the green to come down for that red next to the black. He'd need a lot of topspin on the ball. But he's got the power to do it. Played it with the right-hand side on the cue ball. Could do with a little kiss, and that little kiss certainly helped. It has still been on the red, but not as nicely. And now every chance of winning this opening frame. And what a big frame it is.
44.
Now, it could go into the reds here, or just stun back for the red into the corner. See, that's where the top players, I think, would have gone into the reds with the insurance of the loose red.
51.
Because he's going to need to go into them. Unless one of the reds goes to the middle.
52.
The red to the left of the pink may be available. To the left corner. Yeah, I think it is. But he's played for the red to the baulk corner.
59.
Red and the black would leave Ryan Day only able to tie. Another great shot. Well, couldn't have asked for a better start. Now, little cannon to the reds. Why so hard?
67.
Well, he's passed every single test so far in this frame. He's got one more. Knocking this red. It's 7-3.
Not over the line yet then.
67.
Ryan Day can tie the frame. And he's got a chance with this red to the middle. just come a little too far on the black, but he could attempt to bring those two reds near the side cushion into play. In and out of baulk, just missed the yellow. It's not far away, this. Oh, that's unfortunate. It was a good attempt.
8.
And the safety shot.
8.
Not close enough to the cushion. Doesn't get any better than that. Terrific pot, and that assures him of this opening frame, taking a 4-frame lead.
Eight. 9.
Very impressive. This first frame from Xiao Guodong. And this time he gets the cannon. And again he's been unfortunate.
16.
On this occasion, though, it does not really bother him too greatly. The job is done.
Xiao Guodong 16 and the frame.
Ryan Day remains in his chair. What a scoreline. The seeded player finds himself in quite a hefty amount of trouble. Xiao Guodong 7-3.
Quietly, please.
Through to the last 16. Liang Wenbo and Ding Junhui, they'll go head-to-head. Hong Kong's Marco Fu is there as well. And Xiao Guodong is well on his way to joining them.
Well, he brought the red down the table. It could have been a bad break-off, but he's covered the red. And that's trouble for Ryan Day. Good break-off. Well, it's turned out to be one. He could come off the left side cushion and land up into the reds. That looks safe enough. In for the two reds below the pink. That's what he's faced with. No path back to baulk down that side, or that one either. Could take the long red on, but no colour for it. So coming off two cushions, but he doesn't want to hit that first red. He's left it on.
Touching ball.
Touching ball called. Could try and get the cue ball back to where it was. Dead on the cushion behind the brown. But, well, doesn't want to take the risk. A little negative, I thought that. Could have left the cue ball dead on the cushion. Didn't have to go behind the brown, could have gone behind the yellow.
Just nestling into the pack there was no real problem for Xiao. We should have had an inkling that he was going to perform well here, because he came through qualifying so convincingly. In 3 matches, he dropped only 10 frames in total. He beat the young Welshman Tyler Rees to start out 10-2, then Sam Baird 10-4. Remember last year, Baird gave Mark Selby a tough game here. And then in the final qualifying round, Xiao overcame Mark King 10-4. King winner of this year's Northern Ireland Open in November. And in that qualifying campaign, he made 3 centuries, including a high break of 137. And he's translated that qualifying form into good stuff here.
Well, could play the red on the brown spot, but neither player wants to play that shot. So the safety going on down this end of the table for the time being.
By the way, here on Eurosport, we always make a point of keeping you up to date with what's happening on the other table. But as yet, the first frame still very much in progress. Lots of snooker left. Hawkins and Ford.
Well, he's been tempted by this red to the right middle, but such a tough red. And could lose the frame if he missed it, so I'd be surprised if he took it on. Cue ball not close enough to the cushion. So if Xiao Guodong could get this cue ball tanked to the cushion, it would put Ryan Day in deep trouble. And very nearly left the red on next to the black there. Didn't really get that cue ball anywhere near back to the side cushion, that black cushion. And again, he's left a tempter for Ryan Day to that right middle pocket. Gotta get it. Red's all over the place. Too high. So, Xiao Guodong with a chance. Not an easy one.
He fought so hard to be a seeded player here. Had a really good second half of the season, Ryan Day. The highlight of which was getting to the final of the World Grand Prix. It would be a real pity if, having worked so hard to earn an automatic place in the field, his World Championship fizzled out. But he's in danger of being heavily beaten.
Tough shot. Well played. That was a super shot. Had to drop it in dead weight. Cue ball could have just drifted slightly before it got to the red. So it's down to Xiao Guodong here, whether he goes 8-4 or not. The reds are beautifully placed here. Like to clear that black spot as quickly as possible.
8.
Hasn't got the angle to come down for that red next to the black this time round. But the sooner the better. And when he takes this red to the middle, That clears the other two above it to the opposite middle.
14.
Point scored. More or less level.
15.
Xiao Guodong 4 frames in front. Now he can come down for that red next to the black, or he can play for those 2 reds to the middle. I'm surprised he didn't play for that red by the black. It gave him a lot
21.
more options.
Twenty-two. Twenty-four. 25.
From what we saw in the first frame and now again here, I think he's got a good rhythm, Xiao. He's not playing too quickly, but certainly not too slowly either.
Yes, these 2 reds by the brown spot.
30.
The top one would go. And again, it frees the other red.
$31.
Finish straightish on the blue.
$36. $37.
And again, now he can play for that red by the black, or those 2 reds to the right of the pink. Now, if the black had been free, he could have played for the black here.
42. 43. 48. 49.
Might just have the angle on the pink to stun for the red next to the black.
And these days, Joe, this is what the
55.
qualifiers, the low-ranked players can do. Look good.
$56.
Overscrewed it, the wrong side of the blue, and he needs another red. One more red needed. Where's it going to come from?
$61.
Didn't quite win the first frame of the evening in one visit. But he has this one.
Yeah, that was a good winning ball.
62.
So one snooker needed. So you could do with this pink in. And in it goes. Well, a tremendous start this is for Xiao Guodong.
68.
The next target for Xiao is to make his highest break at the Crucible. Currently 73. So that's a PB at the Crucible. What about your first century? Unlikely now, but
78.
you never know. No century, but a one-sided scoreline here, and a great start to the evening for Xiao Guodong. It was 6-3 after the first session. Now it's 8-3. There's still time, mind you.
Find it, break.
That time is fast running out. Xiao Guodong hasn't just won the first two frames of the evening, he's won them clinically. On his only other appearance at the Crucible in 2014, he lost 10-8 to Ali Carter. Led 6-5, couldn't quite get the job done. Carter pulled away from 8-8, winning the last couple of frames without Xiao potting a ball. Here, though, holding all of the aces. And most of the kings. Can quickly tell you, by the way, that Barry Hawkins nipped in and won the first frame on the black against Tom Ford. 1-0 Hawkins.
Well, if you could play this cue ball past the green, even if you left the red to the middle, cue ball would be going into the reds. But seeing something different. Now, if you could get the cue ball over to the left side of the table, that would put pressure on the safety shot. Unfortunate with the kiss. Left a long red on. Well, when your opponent's knocking those type of shots in, you can't afford to leave them anything. It was a good pot. Did well to get through the gap and got a reasonable kiss on the blue. Now, if he can get to that red by the black spot, he's just a little too hard. But he's got the angle to go up for the blue. And with the black spot cleared, he could then play for the black. You could make sure of being on a colour the right side by playing for one of the baulk colours, with the blue being off its spot. Well, how did he find the gap there?
5.
Well, I think he's straight on the blue, but he's got a red just below it. Now he's got a little bit of an angle. One pot success at 76 now. That's very, very good. And now in prime position.
And if Day is defeated, I think it will be one pot from distance we'll all remember. Made such a difference. The green that Xiao knocked in the final frame of the first session. Cleared up after that to lead 6-3. Massive difference.
Yeah, 5-4. He thinks he's right back in it. Well, again, he's played that really well. Full ball cannon to that red,
60.
leaves him on this red to the corner. Now he can play for the black.
17.
He'd like to have been a little bit closer to the black, but he should be okay.
Twenty-four. 25.
Can stand for this red behind the black. It's got the perfect angle to do that.
$32. 33.
Now he could decide to go into the 4 reds by the pink. He doesn't need to. There's other reds he can play, but if he plays the cannon to those reds and develops them, just like that. Now he's badly hampered, but he just needs to drop it in dead weight.
40.
No, he's missed it. And that
Xiao Guodong.
was pressure, I feel. So Ryan Day gets his chance.
Thank you.
Jimmy White made the point before the match that Ryan Day is one of the game's elite scorers. That's backed up by the fact that this season he's made 39 century breaks. Needs to find that fluency now.
Not an easy table, though, with those two reds on the side cushion. And with luck like that, if you can't see that red to the right middle or baulk corner, he's not on anything. It's so unfortunate there. Got a good split on the reds.
Always wide, wasn't it?
Right.
It was never easy. He hasn't left anything easy, though, Xiao Guodong. Tough shot. The red by the yellow just didn't come far enough for Xiao Guodong to pot it, but he could take the red just below the pink spot to the baulk corner. He needs a kiss. Otherwise, that red would have been coming down the table. Well, chance to bring one of these reds off the cushion for Ryan Day. Doesn't have to go for this pot. Oh, it's a great pot. Very risky, but a great pot. Now he needs another. Overcut it. And he's left a red, I think, to the right corner.
He will have practiced very hard for this, diligently. I know that. He's fought so hard to be a seeded player here, and yet the big day has gone totally against him.
Well, needs to get rid of the black. Not stopping reds going in that pocket.
One.
And I think the cue ball would have been better further up the table. And then the red goes to the middle.
Eight. Nine.
So does the red next to the pink go to that left corner pocket? Just coming around to have a look. Hard to say from here. But something like that. Yep, it goes. So could play for the blue here, which would lead him to that red next to the yellow.
16.
And that's all he would need.
17.
46 the difference. 51 with the blue. 52 with the red. With 51 left on the table.
$22.
It's the middle of the night in his home city of Chongqing, one of the multitude of mega metropolises in the People's Republic of China. But it looks highly likely that the good folk there will wake up tomorrow morning and discover that
23.
their man's through.
Yes, he's going to need one more frame after this one. And you know what they say about the last frame? It can be the hardest to win. Two snookers needed
28.
to tie.
Xiao Guodong, 28.
Ryan Day can't decide whether to carry on or not. I think he's doing the right thing to do so. Must be demoralised, though.
Yeah, I'm sure he is, and he hasn't got a good leave here to get safe. And with the reds down the other end of the table, difficult to get blacks from them. And he's left a chance at this red. Yep, that will do nicely. That makes it absolutely guaranteed 9-3.
A Xiao Guodong win, given their respective careers, would be something of a surprise. But the scoreline is simply astounding.
14. $16. 18. 21.
Respect is always due when someone produces when it really matters, and that's what Xiao's doing here.
$25. 30.
Anthony McGill has gone out, so too Ali Carter.
20.
And now, despite that, another seed is on the brink of defeat. Xiao Guodong with a towering 9-3 lead. Have shared their first couple of frames, 1-1 there. But the big news, you can see in the distance Ryan Day sitting there wondering, what have I done to deserve this? He's 9-3 down to Xiao Guodong. A potential 7 frames left. Ryan Day needs to win every single one of them. it would be miraculous.
Quietly, please. Thank you.
But the psyche of
Frame
any snooker
13.
player
Xiao Guodong to break.
tells them, do not take anything for granted.
Well, that shows you how confident he is, Xiao Guodong, freeing the black and giving away the easy safety. Well, if he could get the cue ball dead on the cushion behind the green, that would be a really good safety shot, but very difficult to get the cue ball there. He could play into the jaws of the yellow pocket. Well, look at the total point. Just 17 points round 8. And that's a good safety. Although Ryan Day does have the shot that I said. If he clips off the red by the middle pocket, right side, well, he's going for the pot. And this has got to be all or nothing. Great pot. And a good kiss. Wow. Chance to put a big break together. Try and put some pressure on Xiao Guodong. Well, that really was a very good pressure shot from Ryan Day. Not the pink, the red previously. This one, had that missed, could very well have lost frame and match. Sounded
8.
like a kick, which took the cue ball on the wrong side of the blue. But the red will pass the yellow, I think.
$13. 14.
Well, he doesn't need to play it, but the two reds to the right of the pink.
19.
Could have played the cannon to those two.
20. $25. 26. 33.
Not happy with the contact there, so Day requesting the cue ball to be cleaned. Referee, by the way, is Micah Kessler.
Well, I think he can get to the... Well, maybe he can't get to the red, to the left corner. May have expected a thicker kiss on the red. Yeah, that's another good pressure pot, and deserved better. Played the cannon to the reds from that thin cut on the black, and he deserved to be on a red there. Nothing there. So this thin cut to the corner to keep the break going. And he's got it. Well played. Could do with a good kiss. Doesn't want to land on it. Well, that's so unfortunate again. Again, all or nothing this. Well played again. Well, he's fighting, Ryan Day. He's knocked in some really good pots in this break.
Thank you. 48. $53. 54.
You see it time and time again, not just here, but in tournaments around the world. When a player is close to defeat, tension's replaced by freedom in the arm because there's nothing to lose.
He didn't play that one well, Phil. He's getting to the stage where his opponent needs snookers, but that wasn't a good positional shot from where he was on the black. Well, can he see enough of this red? Yep, that will
62.
do. And that should win him this frame and pull one back.
$68. 69.
And Ryan Day would have liked to have stayed out there playing now. He's got his arm going, he's hanging. But he's going to have to take a break, 15, 20 minutes.
76.
come back and start again.
45.
77.
46.
And this is a glimpse of the Ryan Day who can
84.
play so well.
85.
Absolutely no doubt about that. But as I said earlier, when your opponent's scoring, it doesn't matter how good you are. Can't get to the table.
90.
Another good pot.
91. 98.
Have to be a double.
61.
That wasn't far away.
Well, at least they reach the mid-session interval. Ryan Day playing beautifully there, but 9-4 down.
Or something, but Rory would probably just try, because he looks like he meditates a bit, doesn't he? A couple of times in his chair, he was sat, so he'd just be in his dressing room, hit a few balls. But if I was in Trump's corner, I'd be trying to, you know, pump him up and tell him how well he's been playing all season, because, like, it was only a week ago that everyone fancied he could win the World Championships.
Well, it's Rory McLeod at 150 to 1 to win the 2017 title, who's one frame away from knocking out the joint favourite, and Ryan Day one frame away from going home. It's going to be a long night either way for Phil Yates and Joe Johnson.
Yes, Colin, and before a ball was potted in that Judd Trump match, McLeod was 750 to 1 to win the title. I think Ryan Day's odds would be about that now here in this match, but you never know.
Well, what a tremendous red this is from Xiao. Could have played safe. Decided to go for the pot. Although this black isn't easy, and there's no guarantee of being on a red. Got the red. And he's on a red down the cushion, or one across the table into
8.
the opposite corner. Neither of them are easy.
Quietly, please.
Michael Kessler asking for silence because on the other side of the dividing partition, no action at the moment. Barry Hawkins and Tom Ford have arrived at their mid-session interval. 2-2.
Well, that was a good pot with the rest. And he's left this short on the red.
16.
Could bring more reds into play if he wanted to.
$17.
Red will go into that right middle, just. Now this time, I'd expect him to play
24.
down for the blue. I think the pink may go.
25.
Got it done with just a little bit more angle on the blue. May have to come off 2 cushions with a lot of right-hand side on the cue ball. Try and swing it round. No, he's going straight at them. He's playing with the loose red. I'm surprised there. Could have gone round the 2 angles and into the reds.
30.
Now he's got to try and leave an angle in the next colour to try and disturb the reds. Just crept in. Now if you can hit the end red here. The far red, the one at the right side of the pack, that one there. If you could hit that one, half ball, could open nicely. Well, that was a ready hit, but he's not on anything. Very unfortunate. Well, it's got to be the safety. And preferably leave that red on the right side cushion, just above the middle pocket. Just thin off this red. Try and leave that red close to the cushion as well.
Xiao Guodong, 38.
Well, that keeps Ryan Day under pressure. 38 points down. Didn't get the cue ball back far enough to the cushion. Not happy. There is a long red on and one good pot could see Xiao Guodong into the last 16 of the World Championship.
Too right, Joe, not inconceivable. Day has played his last shot of the event.
There's a lot of pressure on this shot though, especially if he's cannoning into the reds. Well, it's a great pot, but he needs a good kiss. And he got one.
Several cannonballs like that tonight from Xiao.
You need a little bit of luck. And he certainly got some there with that kiss on the yellow. Well, what a chance already. 41 points, the lead.
3.
Didn't get enough right-hand side on the cue ball. Put a lot on, but not enough to take him the right side of the blue. Has got a red on that left side cushion, which takes the pressure off him.
9.
If this goes in, you fancy him to win it. And it's in.
10.
Just caught that near angle. Just got to hold himself together now. He's in prime position.
As an 18-year-old, he won the Asian Under-21 Championship in 2007. He beat Ding
70.
Junhui in the first round of the China Open in 2009. China national champion a couple of years later. And, of course, runner-up to Ding in the 2013
18.
Shanghai Masters. But winning a match at the Crucible, not a lot beats that, Joe.
Yeah, he just needs to take control of himself now. Doesn't need to play the cannon to those two reds by the pink. Another red in the colour would see him safe. So no need to play the cannon. I think that's a wise shot to play. 63 points the lead, so red in the colour. We'll see him over the line.
25.
In many respects, it's been a pleasing and lucrative season for Ryan Day. But he ends the campaign utterly deflated.
33. Thank you. 34.
The Welsh Dragon is not going to breathe fire at the Crucible this year.
Xiao Guodong has come of age and he's held himself together well. Knocked in a terrific red to start this break.
Xiao Guodong, 41.
Ryan Day concedes. Disappointment for him. But look at Xiao Guodong, elated and with every justification. That was a fine performance. He wins 10-4. And now he will provide the opposition for defending champion Mark Selby in the last 6